Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Carriere Family Farms. Today, we're going to look at what we have left here in California as far as inventory, what the new crop is looking like, and what we're projecting to see new crop sales to start like. So first off, we're going to talk about the shipment report. We just got that out a couple days ago. Ultimately, we saw shipments kind of tail off. We were kind of anticipating that with the lack of volume left in California. So as I mentioned, we were going to talk about carryover. Carryover going from 2023 to 2024 crop is going to be very minimal. We were really concerned early on with the higher crop number that we would have more carryover, but ultimately we were able to move that crop as an industry, and we're really coming into fumes into new crop. That is why we're seeing shipments start to tail off. Based on where we were last year at the same time. That's going to give us a really good foundation to start off new crop pricing. So right now, we are seeing the market's basically empty. There's no in-shell available in California, and there's very, very limited kernels still left. So buyers are still trying to buy, but they're not able to cover. So that's going to build up some more anticipation as we get closer to new crop. We might be back into the cycle that we used to see, really early aggressive sales up through Christmas and then tail off after the new year. Now, with all the sales and movement we had this year, the packers themselves, the people marketing walnuts, are going to be much more confident that we're going to be able to move the crop going forward. We're not anticipating as big of crop as we had last year, so anything less, we are comfortable and confident that we're going to be able to move it. That's going to give prices a little bit more edge, whereas previously we were kind of losing that battle every time we went to market. When we look at new crop, that's kind of the new question. What's new crop looking like? Right now, we've had an okay winter. We've had decent chilling hours, and then we've also had plenty of water. So that sets the trees up pretty well for developing the crop. The only concern we have is heat. So right now in California, we're experiencing some heat waves. However, we are seeing the temperature tail off during the nighttime. So that is what we like to see. We like to see those 103s come back down into the 70s and give the trees a break. All right, so now that we've talked about the crop and what we're seeing, we're gonna talk about what we're anticipating coming out as far as demand. Let's talk about three different markets: Germany, India, and the UAE. These are all huge markets for California walnuts, and ultimately are gonna really kind of drive our sales going into new crop. So Germany and India both bought last year. Germany always buys. We always see them come in, of course. India, it's depending on quality. But India came in aggressively last year. We saw the normal buys from Germany. But what we're seeing now is Germany and India both looking for more, and no one has it. So Chile doesn't have the quality that they're looking for, nor do they have the kernels that Germany is looking for. So we see India and Germany both going to be looking very aggressively at us during new crop. So this should be much different than we saw in the last few years. In addition, the UAE. So last year, the UAE overloaded on in-shell, brought in way too much volume, to be honest, and then they've been working through it over the last year. And now they've started to clean up that volume, in addition with some purchases from last year's crop, but they ultimately are going to be empty as well. So we're excited to see these markets open and looking for volume, and it should really, really help us get the ball rolling as new crop opens up and we start to see sales moving. Now that we talked about all the marketing numbers, we're going to toss it over to Nick Perez on the farm side, and he's going to show you what we're seeing in the field.
Currently in the orchards, kind of our top three things to focus on this summer is insect control. We have a second generation codling moth flight coming up, so we're watching that closely. We're preparing our orchard floors for harvest and keeping the trees well hydrated. We thought our crop was significantly down at the start of the season, but now it's looking like it's more average, and so things are hopeful. I think we need a balanced to lighter crop to kind of correct the industry, and things are progressing nicely.
As always, thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please let us know. We appreciate the feedback. Have a great day.